You know, Steve has an amazing facility to connect with people almost instantly, and to see him do a voir dire um, it's amazing.
You know, when he's in the courtroom, he has a real presence in the courtroom, and you know, the fact that he's tall, that helps. But you know, he's very likable and very gregarious, and the juries see that and they sense that, and thankfully for us, the defense attorneys usually can't match that.
You can almost feel the jury's attention focusing. They sit up straighter, they follow him as he walks back and forth.
Steve is a very likable guy. He has his emotion on his sleeve, and I think that a lot of people warm up to him quickly, and I think that's one of the reasons why he does very well in front of a jury.
He's a really hard worker in the sense that he doesn't sit and write his opening the night before. We all would work for days, and Steve would get up and do an opening, and we'd suggest changes, and he'd redo it, more changes, and redo it. And this would go on for some days.
He really took this one under his wing and really cared about it. And you know, I think the jury in this case really sensed that. They could sense the difference between Steve's connection with the case with the defendants. And you know, just being honest in front of the jury about your case, about your facts, and about, you know, talking about your weaknesses. I think that Steve did that very, very well.
Two of the fellows with whom we worked, Ed Szymanski and Finley Bogor, trial consultants, say rightly that you don't get what you want, you get what you practice. And I think Steve took that to heart. And so by the time he did his opening, and by the time he was prepared to question the witnesses, there was no doubt about where he was going.
Well, I can tell after the first focus group, we all had some concerns about the case. But I told Steve, you know, you've got to get rid of that comb-over, because the jury's not going to trust anybody that's trying to hide what you got going on up there. He shaved it down, and from then on, the rest is history.
During the entire trial, while the jury was trying to pay close attention to what he was saying, his fly was open so much of the time, and then I think that part was distracting.
Ow! We got a bleeder!
You know, Steve is a great guy, and it's great to have the law firm with him, and we have a lot of fun together, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Congratulations, Steve. You did a terrific job, and I never will forget walking to and from the courthouse there in San Jose, just you and I, two guys in suits, and wondering if we gained ground that day, lost ground that day, and just having faith. And I never lost faith in your ability to carry this off.